Tell me about your friends, because you count some of the best-known people in the world among your friends. There was a dinner you went out to with Michael Jackson, which you describe in the book. Tell me about that, because he seemed almost lost when you took him out to a restaurant, lost looking at a menu. What do you remember about that evening?
Well, Michael Jackson was literally I mean, he's a very good guy, and he's having a difficult time. But he was literally to go to a restaurant, and we went to Le Cirque, the great Le Cirque, and with Sirio, and Michael was sitting at the table, and he just sort of, it was just like he was never at a restaurant before. He didn't know about menus, he didn't know about things. He was just, and I said to him, when was the last time you were at a restaurant? And he said, many, many years ago. And I could believe that was true, because he was so at ease at the restaurant. It's just, restaurants aren't his thing.
Did you have to order for him?
No, I mean, he did fine. I'm just saying that he was just not somebody that was exposed to this kind of a life. And what really was interesting was at Le Cirque, you had these great celebrities, and they had never asked for an autograph in their life. People asked them for autographs, and they were coming up to my table asking Michael for his autograph. That, to me, was the funniest part of the evening.
Sylvester Stallone, another friend of yours.
Well,
You played golf with him?
He is. He's a great guy. He's a good golfer. He's a very smart guy. You know, people don't give Sly credit for the brain. They give him other credits, but they don't give him credit for that. He's a very smart guy who's done a terrific job. And I mean, you know, he insisted on playing Rocky. They were going to have somebody else play Rocky. He wouldn't let it go without him playing. I mean, this guy is smart and tough, and he's a terrific guy.
And Frank Sinatra you fell out with at one point, didn't you? What was all that about?
Well, I had a dinner, and I actually apologize in this book for it, because I said some negative things about Frank in my second book. I mean, he's just been a terrific guy over a lifetime.
How did you fall out, though? What was the incident?
He was very rough and tough at a table with somebody, not me, with somebody at the table, namely his wife. And I was really shocked at it. I was surprised at it. I mean, I've seen a lot of things, so I don't get shocked too easy. But I've been, you know, I was just amazed at how bad this particular incident was. And then I realized, I mean, you go outside and everybody's pulling at his coat strings, trying to get his autograph, and trying to break him down one way or the other. And it really was pretty tough from a lot of standpoints. And as I mellowed coming into my third book, I said, you know, I feel badly about writing about him. And I did the same thing with Malcolm Forbes. I mean, Malcolm Forbes was a great guy and a friend of mine, but when I was having trouble, Forbes magazine put me on the cover, and they started doing some negative stories and everything else, and I didn't feel good about Malcolm Forbes. And then I realized he was just doing his thing. He was just